Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video review, I want to talk about the overall market. I covered Litecoin a little bit this morning, the trade that I made early this morning in the Litecoin. Some people told me that in the comment that they did not hear the audio very clear in that video. So my apologies for that. I just woke up at that time and I saw the market and I had my laptop right next to me, so I decided to make a quick video, and I didn't have my microphone on me. Hopefully you can turn up those volume speaker high and hear my comments on Litecoin that I made in the earlier video. If you haven't already, please take a look at it. The reason I got into Litecoin for a quick trade and my thinking behind that trade, right? For Bitcoin, as we see right now, is bouncing off really nicely from the previous support right around 7,700, and since then a lot of volume that came in, heavy volume came in at that price action. In the short term, I see there is a resistance that's coming up right around 9,000 mark. 9,000 mark is also a 10-day moving average resistance. Also a previous support which will be acting as a resistance, so keep an eye on that 9,000 level. Okay, what I want to see is a positive uptick, like continuous positive candlestick that's going in the higher direction, because this level, if we don't hold this level, then we can potentially see the next support level that we might see is going to be around 6,800. all right, and after that it's going to be significant support will be around 6,100, around that marker. Okay, so that being covered from the downside, we know on the downside what to look for as far as the support. Now we want to talk about what do we want to see for a reversal or sustainable reversal. So the first thing, as I always mention in my videos, that sustainable reversal, the key is to see the higher volume. We need to make sure the volume continuously is picking up on the upside. That will be the major indicator on if this reversal, if this bounce or uptick that we are seeing is sustainable. All right, so as I mentioned, there is a moving average for intermediate 9,000 on the resistance level. There is also a trend line that's coming up from all the way from the beginning of the January, so that is going to act as a resistance now as well. So we want to see if it can go past all these levels with higher volume. Okay, and if it might pull back. This bounce you're getting right now, trust me, this bounce, there will be trader who just got in for a quick day trade. I'm telling you, this is a lot of traders who are active day traders who are getting in for a quick day trade, and they will be the first one to get out with their stop losses below 8,500 or something. All right, because they already made their 5-10% of the day. They will go on with 20-30,000 the position, and they will that's a good profit for a day. That's not a bad profit. So there are a lot of traders, I'm sure there are a lot of day traders who jumped in at this level, on this level, and they probably have their stop losses set right around below that 8,500 mark, because that will be the kind of alert that will go off that, hey, this bounce is not going to be sustainable. All right, so watch out for this bounce to be sustainable. You want to make sure that it passes through those resistance level with volume, not just this intermediate a peak or a bounce or dead cat bounce, whatever you want to call it, because there are a lot of day traders who are coming into the market and just buying it for a quick day trade or two, and they will put their stop losses right below, underneath that 8,500 mark. Okay, so that's for the shorter 4-hour time frame. Looking at the larger picture for the for the daily on Bitcoin. All this risk or all the legs that you're seeing, that's like a price rejection at that point. Like people are buying into it, like people are keep on they see a value at that price level, so they're buying it up, just like we saw it up here. See that long leg right here, see this long leg up here, here, those, all of those are like, you know, people getting in and buying it. So keep an eye on that. We need to make sure we are bouncing back with a higher volume in this one. I see I'm sure there are some hedge funds, the smaller ones at least, who are getting in it. The one who are more agile, the one who are like have a enough liquidity right now to get into the market, and the one who are just trying to test the water. So they will be, I'm sure they're coming into this price point around 7,500, 8,000 mark right now. So keep an eye on that. There are a lot of limit order that went off at that price level. I was watching the GDEX, you know, all the order books, and you know, the chart on GDEX as well. So, and I see like there's a lot of like a tremendous amount of volume on the upside that came around like 7,500 and 8,000 mark. All right, so for Bitcoin, that's for Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum as well. All right, so Ethereum, I'm watching. Okay, so I have this. It kind of looks probably like weird right now, but like I have this trend support line. That's the first one. We can call it, you know, T1, T2, and T3. All right. So trend 1, trend 2, and trend 3. So the reason I'm drawing those out is those are very crucial trend lines, and I drew this out yesterday. And if you can see that, it's really acting like based on those trend lines. Like, you know, we broke that first one, we had a, you know, big spike down. We broke the second one, spike down. So now we need to make sure that we are staying above that. So if you see, the Ethereum price action is nicely staying above the T3 right now. T3, the trend line that's coming all the way from the December time frame, and it's staying, the price action is right above that. So what I want to see is first of all, I want to see a close of the day for this candlestick above that trend line. Secondly, I want to see the second and third candlestick making their way toward upward momentum on the $1,000 and up mark, because that will give us a confirmation that this is going to hold for at least for the near term. All right, that's for the Ethereum. Litecoin, as I said, I bought Litecoin right around $100, $106 mark. I was adding the position this morning. There is intermediate resistance that's coming up right at 134. Sorry, 134, 140. If you see that the moving average right at 140, so I'm gonna just mark it right here. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. All right. So that's for the Litecoin. So we need to, again, let's look at the bigger picture for Litecoin. So all the coins, you will see those legs in all the coins right now, because, you know, trader came into this price point, into that junction in the market, in the overall market, where everything was ready to pop off in early December. All right, we are right at that. A lot of people who left out got into it. They had their limit order set at those price point, and now we are seeing the bounce. Now we need to have this bounce. In order to have this bounce and sustainable bounce, we need to finish the candlestick higher. We need to keep it higher, and have the second. Those trading on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday needs to be above, and we need to make higher highs. All right, so watch that. We might see a one low down, push down by the traders who bought it down low and taking the profits. So that is completely expected. It can be one of the scenarios that we might see one push down in the middle somewhere, and then push higher if there are not enough sellers to push it down to new lows. So what I'm trying to say is, there's the people who bought it right at, like, you know, $100 mark. they might be selling it right at 140, and they're taking that 40% gains. All right, and that might bring the price action a little bit lower. But if there are not enough seller, and if you're not able to push it down, make a near lows, then you will see that, you know, the traders who are sitting on the sideline, or people who wanted to add the position, they will come in and start get in here and try to make the price action higher. All right, so that's the scenarios that I'm seeing right now. On the downward side, there is a support right around $80 mark. So keep eye on that, but I'm gonna keep on updating you guys. I will keep updating you guys on this videos, just to make sure that you are staying up with the market as well. All right, so that's all for the market update. So we covered Bitcoin, we covered Ethereum, we covered Litecoin. So all the big threes are covered. Hopefully you're staying calm in this this red market right now. It's not it's not very easy to stay calm in it. Trust me, I have been there, done that. It's not easy. It's but the best advice I can give you is, like, you know, don't panic, and, you know, always, you know, if you're even planning to make bets, like, you know, make small bets, don't go large. All right, we wanna pace ourselves, we wanna spread our bets. So hopefully that's helpful, and you are learning something from this downtrend, because all this, like, whether it's upside momentum or downside momentum, is giving you learning lessons. Hopefully you're learning something, and you will apply this kind of, you know, investment strategies, like, you know, patterns in the future to come. Because I mean, we are in the beginning of this market, so it's just, like, you know, getting started, and it's this kind of thing will happen, and we need to have a thick skin in order to absorb, like, you know, this losses. I'm sure a lot of people have seen the losses in the last few weeks. So so stay tuned, and I will be making more videos for you. All right, thank you.